Stefanie Mitchell. I am a millennial. And he's also like an unofficial mentor to me. He's been very helpful since I have met him. I'm sure you all have similar stories about Lee and how great he is, so I will spare you all of that. So I run a digital marketing company called S. Mitchell Marketing, and I have been talking about branding and marketing and working in the field since I was 18. So even though I'm very, I consider myself an older millennial because I'm 30, but I realize I'm still a millennial. When I was beginning my career, I realized that it was very hard for me to find a job that paid well, that had a lot of flexibility, and that had the perks that I wanted. I also wanted to have creative control over the things that I was working on, and that prompted me to start an LLC and begin my business. So I'm going to teach you guys a few different things. How many people are like really active on social media? So mostly everyone. How many people have a business? Like an LLC? Okay. That's very impressive. I normally only get like a few hands. I want to start with how to brand yourself. And I just want to say I know that like it's towards the end of the day, science proves that around 3 p.m. your energy dips. So at any point, if you want to just, raise your hand and ask me a question and just shout it out, feel free to do that throughout the presentation. All right, so how to brand yourself on social media. This is really important. As you guys know, you can, we talked about LinkedIn today and how you can use it to brand yourself online. That's really important because there are tons of people in your industry. Is this like a mostly HR crowd? Mm-hmm. Who's not in HR? What industries are you in?
Banking.
Banking?
Insurance and credit restoration.
Okay.
Workforce development.
Workforce development. Who else? That's all I had.
Marketing and social media.
My people. What are you? Technology. So the important thing about branding yourself is to really stand out from the crowd. I realized this very early on when I was looking for mentors and I was looking for job opportunities. I realized that there were a million candidates out there that were looking for similar positions as me. The thing that I had on my side though was that I had a personal brand already built. So I adapted to the internet and social media very early on in my career, even though they call millennials like digital natives. But I definitely remember like AOL, dial-up. I remember like phone books and just like MySpace. Like I used MapQuest to get to my friends' colleges. Like, you know what I mean? So I remember all of that. But I quickly took an interest in blogging, and I realized that I wasn't really into MySpace that much. But when Facebook came along, I realized that it was an opportunity to not only connect with people, but to also show people who you really are. So I'm a little bit of an introvert. I don't really like meeting new people in public. I've had to grow out of that, running my own business, and also just being an adult. And so I very quickly started to gravitate towards meeting people online. All right, so, and again, if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to just shout out. All right, so when you're thinking about branding yourself, you want to ask yourself, who am I? So not just like, my name is so-and-so and I do such and such, but what are you most, like who are you, what do you do outside of work? I don't want you to just think about your job title, but I want you to think about your hobbies. I want you to think about your personality. Are you more bubbly? Are you sort of snarky and funny? Really think about the type of attributes that you have, and think about what you want people to know about you. So a big piece of personal branding is how you're perceived, and a lot of people are afraid of personal branding because they're afraid of being judged. They don't want people to know too much about them, and I used to be that way. I would be like, the more people know about me, the more they can use against me. It's just like this conspiracy thing that doesn't make sense because nobody cares that much. And that's what you really have to realize when you're a personal brand. Is like nobody really cares that much. You take yourself too seriously a lot, and social media does give off this perception of everyone is a celebrity. Everyone has their own reality show. You can log on to Instagram or Snapchat and you can chronicle your day about what you do. And like, you know, your friends might engage. Most of the time people don't take it that seriously. But it does allow you an opportunity to do that if you want. So think about what you want people to know about you when they look at your social media. So do you want people to know that you are really passionate about work, that you like to have work-life balance, that you have a kid, for instance, that helps you out and likes to follow you around?